Hey, this is Life with Sean Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This video is about a falling out with a friend. Let's watch the video.
Hey y'all, so I thought I'd come here and see if I can get some advice. So, about 6 years ago, I cut off a relationship with my best friend growing up. We were friends from like fourth grade up until we were like 23, 24 years old. We were so close that we considered each other to be sisters, and we planned to be each other's maids of honors, each other's godparents to each other's kids, things like that, right? So, super, super close. And I ended up being her maid of honor in her wedding in like 2018. And so it was like December of 2018. In January of 2019, she texts me to tell me that she's pregnant. Okay, cool. Like, love this. Like, super excited. She also formally asks me in that moment to be her child's godmother. And I'm like, of course, like, absolutely. I'm stoked because I'm like, finally, right? And so, like, leading up, like, the first couple months into her pregnancy, I'm like, what are we doing for baby showers, stuff like that, right? And she's like, oh, reach out to my so-and-so in my family, and I will, like, you guys can plan together. Okay, cool. So I'm planning, or kind of planning. I think I'm planning. I don't think everybody else. I think everybody else knew that I wasn't actually a part of shit, but I thought I was planning things, or at least attempting to. So I reached out to them like, hey, let me know what I need to pay for, what I need to like do, whatever. I got it, right? And it was like, okay, cool. Like, I'll let you know, yada yada. So one day I'm coming home from work. I worked at a nail salon, so I worked 6 days a week, like 10 to 12 hour shifts every single day, and I only had Mondays off. So I'm coming home. I stop at In-N-Out and I'm ordering food for me, my sister, and Ricky. Well, we all had just moved into this house together. This was like April of 2019 by this point. So I'm getting food for us, and right before I'm about to order, I'm on Snapchat and I see Snapchat stories of what looks like a baby shower gender reveal. And I'm like, what the hell? And so I'm scrolling through it, and sure enough, it's their gender reveal. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? I keep going through it because there's a lot. And I see a picture, and it's her and her husband with two other people, the guy who's the godfather, and then another friend of theirs. And the post says, like, the parents and the godparents. And I was like, that fucking hurt. So I order my food. Between the time I order the food and actually pay for the food, I call her and I'm like, hey, congratulations. I hear you're having a boy. It's so exciting. Are you excited? I know you wanted a girl. Like, I'm keeping it to a point of like, I want you to know that I know, but I'm just going to keep it to the congratulations. And she's still literally at her party. So I'm like, I'm not going to be on the phone like, what the fuck, right? But I wanted her to know that I knew. And I come home and I'm hysterical. I'm to the point where I cried myself to sleep, waking up crying in my sleep throughout the night. Like, to the point where like Ricky doesn't know what to do. My sister is like doesn't really know what to do. Like, they're worried about me. And I was just heartbroken, honestly. And like, I have had some crazy breakups. And this was the worst. Like, this was the worst breakup I had ever experienced in my life. I knew in that moment we were done. I was done, at least. So next day I call her or text her, and I'm like, hey, that really hurt. A lot of things in this hurt, not just like you deciding to pick somebody else, but it's mostly the fact that you could not tell me this. I don't care that you picked the person that you ended up picking with. I think she's amazing. I think she'd be a great godmother. It has nothing to do with that person. It has everything to do with the fact that you could not communicate that with me. And why? Is it because of Ricky? Because they don't like Ricky. So this has to be about Ricky. Is it because of like who I am as a person? Like, I literally could not grasp it. Me and her going back and forth. It's a couple days. There's comments made, whatever. She's made comments about like, I'm not like there as a friend anymore. I don't show up to things, but it's like, I'm not doing it because like I'm choosing my man over my friends. I work 6 days a week. I only have Mondays off. I can't hang out on the weekends because I'm at work. And keep in mind, I'm working in Scottsdale, driving all the way back to the west side. So it was a lot. And yeah, so like a week after, I think me and her were like kind of beefing and like, all of that, her husband reaches out. Now, keep in mind, me and her husband were friends before they even started dating. So he reaches out, and like me and him, talk a little bit, and like I tell him how I feel about shit. He tells me how he feels about shit, and there seemed to be an understanding. But that's because he has more maturity, in my opinion. And so we were able to communicate like a little bit. But I can't be friends. In my mind, I was like, I can't be friends with her. And because you guys are married, I can't have a relationship with you either, because it's not fair to like me, one. And two, for you, like I'm not going to put that strain on you, like I do respect you and your marriage enough to like not put that strain on you. So we just all stopped communicating. So my birthday in like 2023, I think it was, she reaches out to me and sends me a message, and she says, hey, this is really out of the blue, but I just wanted to say happy birthday, and I hope you're happy and doing well. I also wanted to apologize for everything and acting like a child, and for it taking so long to say sorry. I had to put on my glasses because I can't read. But yeah, happy birthday. I wasn't looking or expecting you to forgive me or anything, but I do think about you on your birthday and built the courage to say something. And at that time, I was like, I'm not fucking messaging you back on my birthday. It's my birthday. Like, I'll message you tomorrow. And I never did. Like, literally never did. But I also was kind of like, you only feel guilty on my birthday? Do you even know what you're apologizing for? Because there really wasn't much besides acting like a child. So I was like, I don't even know what to say to this. So then my birthday this year, right, which is a couple days ago. It's not like, yeah. She reaches out and she says, happy birthday, hope you're doing well, something like that, like very short. So I did respond to her. And I was like, so it's a little difficult getting these messages from you. Everything that happened really hurt me, like worse than any breakup. For a long time, I felt like with all the things that happened, that was the worst of it, and the pain was just from losing a best friend. I was never upset with you for changing your mind about me being your child's godmother. I felt betrayed in our friendship that you couldn't communicate that to me and let me find out the way that I did. But now my life is so beautiful. I have a beautiful daughter, another baby on the way. I'm engaged and planning my wedding, and I don't even have you to share those things with. That part hurts more than just losing you as a friend. And honestly, that really does, because I feel robbed from certain things. Like, I was there for her as a maid of honor, and I don't get to have that. I wanted her to be my child, like to be my child's godmother. I don't get to have that. I mean, my child's godmother, you're fucking amazing. You know who you are. Like, don't even question it. But like, there were certain expectations that me and her had, and I feel robbed of certain things because of all of this. So this is where question of advice comes in, because this is what her response was, and I don't really know if I should or how to respond to this, if I should. She says, I'm sorry, and I've always felt sorry. I was scared, and I know that it's 100% my fault. Understand that it's horrible the way you were told. If I'm honest, if I could take everything back, I would in a heartbeat. I think about you often, and I still look at everything you post about to see how you're doing. I'm a horrible person and deserve everything. I would love the reality where you see my 2 kids grow up. My daughter is 1, my son is 6. For 6 years, I've been thinking about you and wish I could take it all back. I'm rambling, and it sounds like word vomit. I'm sorry. I always figured by this point you were better without me around, but if I had the chance to gain you back in my life, I'd take it in an instant. I always feel like a small part of my life is missing. No matter how many times I say sorry or anything makes up for how I hurt you, I'm aware of that, but just know I do love you, always have and always will. If you want me to stop telling you happy birthday every year, I will. I want to respect you and your wishes more than anything. So yeah. I don't really know if I should respond to this. I want to. My immediate reaction was to be petty. Like, it took you 6 years to like figure this out. But then I was like, no. And I want to, but I'm also like, I don't know if I should. So let me know. Yeah. I would appreciate some advice on this because I don't know what to do. And if you want more information of like other things in the relationship, let me know.
My opinion is that I would meet just you and her in a public place and just hash it out. You know, you're both adults. I think you should be able to sit down and have lunch together and have that, outing, and then you can incorporate your family at a later date. But I think you should take the time. You both said sorry. I mean, she said sorry for what she did. I know it took a little time to get it together, and how she hurt you. But sometimes, I mean, your life is short and you gotta either, forgive her and move on, or, gonna keep dwelling in it. No. Better off just meet her in a public place, have a conversation with her, and then when you feel comfortable, then you add the family. This is Life with Shauna Renee. More videos on the way. Bye.